All right, Steve, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Bill. So at 6:32, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Thursday, July 10th meeting of the Norwalk Shellfish Commission. And has attendance been taken?
It has.
And the chair notes that a quorum is present. Just like to go back quickly for the approval of the minutes from the month of June. Do I have a motion to accept them as presented?
Motion to accept.
And seconded?
Second.
Thank you. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public comment. I see two folks in as attendees. If either one or both of you would like to comment, would you please raise your hand electronically? Seeing none, we'll move on to the treasurer's report. Bill, please, sir.
Yes, there was no transactions during the month, so the balance remains at $29,292.
Great. Secretary's report. I'd like to report just quickly that during last month's Norwalk Harbor Management Commission meeting, I made a quip with respect to the time that was spent in discussing, appropriately so, the removal and relocation of some tennis courts on the grounds of the Shore and Country Club. And I contrasted that to the lack of any regulatory oversight, if you will, of the removal of oil tanks on Manresa Island. And I think the juxtaposition of those two things seems strange to me. So I've made a couple inquiries to DEEP, in particular with Mr. Ray Fergone, who's at a director level there. After a couple of emails back and forth, they would like to meet. I would like to sort of kill several birds with one stone and perhaps involve Chairman Kibbe, Chairman Dr. Pinto, and Mr. Stedman, if all could agree. Maybe we could come up with a date just for a Zoom call or a phone call, something like that. I'd really like to know what regulatory process is being followed down there. As we've all said many times, we're not obstructionists to these processes, and what's happening down there is a good thing. It just needs a good and thorough review by the people who are the local experts.
They haven't sent anything, have they?
Not to my knowledge. Bill, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's my understanding as well.
Yep.
Should be at least a COP or something like that of moving stuff and taking away.
And if it has some special regulatory privilege, if you will, that I'm not aware of, maybe we can learn about it in that meeting. So chairs, and I don't see Mr. Stedman, I'll get back with you all. Maybe we can talk about some dates just to have a call with them to learn more about this. Committee reports, back to you, Bill, for the Department of Health.
Sure. Rainfall for the month of June was 2.22 inches. Last year was 3.15, historically 4.06. There were two closures, one on June 7th and another on June 10th, both due to rainfall, but only affecting Crook's Ground, that area where it's greater than 0.5. There were no bypasses reported.
Great, thank you. Nothing from wastewater treatment, nor Mayor's Water Quality Committee. With the new administration in the city, we expect that he or she might reappoint members and reignite that committee. Permits, I was down at Fisherman's World. Looked like they were all set, Bill. I checked on maps and so forth, and it's a well-oiled machine down there. I see no issues currently.
Yeah, no, they're fine down there.
And police, Sergeant Basegli, please, sir.
Hey guys, pretty quiet on the shell fishing front, but we had a very busy weekend with the 4th of July and whatnot. A lot of boats out there and good weather for the fireworks when they finally happened. So ended up being a pretty good weekend. So nothing really to report for shell fishing stuff. Water temp was probably 71, 72-ish, give or take. Depending on the day. It's warming up nicely.
Great, thanks a lot. So just FYI for everyone, low tides this weekend are roughly 7 and 8 o'clock for Saturday and Sunday, respectively. And thanks for the advisory too on the temp. Harbor Management Commission, Chairman Kibbe, please, sir.
Thank you, Chairman Bartus. A few things to report. It's we're kind of over the hump and we're into the summer now, so it's that part is all good. Transient moorings, we have transient moorings. Our transient moorings through Dakwa are really busy again this year, which is, I think, is a good thing for the city. That we have boaters that are coming into Norwalk, spending the night on the hook or on a mooring, and they're dinghying into South Norwalk, East Norwalk, or just hanging out and enjoying the scenery out by Sheffield Island. So I think it's really a positive thing for our waterfront to have people coming in, finding out how terrific it is, and they get to appreciate it as well. I don't have numbers on the regular resident moorings in the harbor. I haven't gotten the numbers from that yet. It seems to be tracking previous years, but I haven't had a report from Jeff Mangles as yet on the resident moorings. I think we finished up the meetings and provisioning for the East Basin public dock. We had to make some modifications to accommodate the moorings in the harbor, having dock space, a tie-up place for vessels that live on a mooring for the summer, and having a place to take on water and to take on passengers and things like that. That's been cleared up, and I know it's out to bid. Haven't heard the results of that as yet. I expect to hear that soon. And the other exciting thing is just kind of thing wish we see more of is Jeff Mangles, my vice commissioner, is shepherding a project, an Eagle Scout project out on the Norwalk Islands to really clean up the mess out there and try to improve the sanitary conditions and repair what's broken. And we had some good discussion with our meeting about things to do to keep the trash down. So it isn't just us having to, or the city having to remove it, but signs that say, well, pack out what you pack in, and that sort of thing, to see if we can get some action on people being better stewards and better citizens. So that's my report. Questions?
Yeah, Alan, I'd like to sort of add to what Alan has, Chairman Kibbe has mentioned. I've heard a couple comments from people who have been attending on the weekend Shimon's Island, and I think I did bring this up to Bruce Lavallo's attention. Apparently, there's a group out there that sort of meets regularly that have been just a little bit excessive on leaving their trash and things around, and also setting fires on the island. And I've heard that from several of the boaters that you frequent Shimon's Island as a sort of a weekend getaway. I've asked for any specifics. I've asked for videos. I've asked for photos of that, so they can provide that. And I just wanted to perhaps alert Sergeant Biseglia with regard to the potential of what's going on there now, to sort of keep a closer eye on of Shimon's Island and its groups of people that have been going out there, carting them back and forth from the mainland to the island, leaving them out there, and then making somewhat of a spectacle to themselves with regard to leaving excessive trash around and setting fires.
Isn't that a sanctuary? No one's supposed to stay on that island.
Oh well, you can go on there. You go on there, below, you're on the the high tide mark there. But
yeah, but you can't stay overnight.
No.
We'll
But
keep an eye on the trash and whatnot for sure. And we've been making more of a presence through there. Because we had noticed an increase in boating traffic there. So we've been cruising through, kind of spending a little more time there, but we'll keep an eye on that a little further.
Well, I was concerned when he mentioned that they were setting fires on the island, and then there was a couple of people that approached these groups and made a comment that it's within their purview to remove, if you bring the trash out, to take it out. And this is what Chairman Kibbe was talking about, that the Boy Scouts are trying to do, to encourage people, if they go out there, whatever they go out there with, they can bring back with them. That is, so.
Yeah, we haven't noticed any fires, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that.
Well,
Moving forward.
that was basically my concern, out there too. Which is, I said, if you see that, please take a photograph of that, and maybe we can
Yeah,
just report
we've
that.
we've seen fires on Shea, but nothing on Shemin at all.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
Does the,
Alan, I meant to ask you one thing. They got any moorings near, in South Norwalk off the channel for visitors?
not at this time.
I thought they were gonna be putting some in.
They're up around the spindle, around the red buoy there is where they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought they were gonna put more in coming down.
We're working on that. Jeff is acquired a used dock. We want to try putting in there as a thing for transients rather than having full swing moorings as a anchored dock, where you could maybe get two boats on at the same time.
Yeah,
Better use of space and also something I think we should be trying for the future is a something that could be a way of getting around the $200 maximum on a mooring that we have now. So yes, that there's some thought on that. We
Okay.
certainly have the dinghy spaces are stenciled on at the visitors dock on the west side of the of Vets Park, as well as there's a place for transient dinghies to tie up with enjoying our camaraderie in South Norwalk or East Norwalk.
oh, okay.
Thanks, Pete.
Well, thanks, guys. Good questions, good answers. That ends the committee reports. Motion to accept them as presented, please.
Motion to accept.
Thank you.
Second, Pete.
Thank you. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moving over to old business, as we go right through this itinerary. Gosh, it's gotten a lot shorter. Mr. Bajek, we do have 26 Shorefront Park on there. As you well know, we tabled it. Are you here representing that agenda item or something else, Jim?
Steve, I'm here representing 26 Shorefront Park. Yes.
Okay, please, you have the floor, sir.
Okay, thanks. I can report that the Vinots have been speaking with the South Norwalk Boat Club, and they've decided to agree to shorten the proposed new finger float by 4 feet as the boat club requested. And but the Vinots asked for just a short letter, just explaining that, since the Vinots are willing to shorten the float by 4 feet, that they would support, the application. So we're in the process of waiting to receive the letter from the club. As soon as we get that letter, we'll revise the plans and share them with everybody. And then we will proceed with forwarding that to the state.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jim. I appreciate your diligence. Yeah, I guess we won't need to contact anyone. I mean, these data will be included in the revised application, I'm sure.
Yep.
Wonderful. Anything else, Jim?
No, I think that's it for now. To me, that's good news, that we're resolving that issue.
Yeah, thanks kindly for the update.
Yep.
18 Marion, I believe it's Mr. Ryder, though I think we're finished with that now, aren't we though, Tom? You have something else for us?
No, I wasn't sure if we were, as I hadn't received the consultation form, and I thought last time that maybe you had a question. You didn't have any questions, but you wanted to go see the site. You helped me
Yeah,
over
so we
for some
did.
reason, and I forgot what that was, but I'm here to answer any questions if you do.
Yeah, so we're going to approve it just pending a visit, which I did. So it should be in your email today, actually, with the one.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, with the 136. I just sent them as not one document, but one email.
Oh, I must have missed it. I opened the one that was okay. Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's just standard language as we discussed. It's pretty straightforward.
Great. Then I guess we're all set then.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thanks for your help.
Thanks.
But
66 calf pasture, um, with communication with the agent, Mr. Hiltz, has been tabled by the agent slash applicant pending additional information. So still a couple of weeks away from Harbor, and maybe there'll be more from Mr. Hiltz at that time. So no news and nothing we can act on tonight. Moving over to new business, sort of a very different topic. And Bill has been captaining this for us, and it involves the Shellfish status report telephone number that's monitored, or excuse me, that's originates from the health department. Bill, if you would please give some color to this, and I'd like to open up a discussion.
Sure. So our IT person here at the health department suggested and made a call to aquaculture to determine whether they might be on board with creating a web page for this as opposed to a call-in line. And I thought maybe that would be okay. I do know that the line gets used a lot. For instance, last month we had 474 calls into the line. So I think, you know, a website would, I guess, would modernize things, but the call line also, I think a lot of seniors in particular might feel more comfortable with that, but I wanted to bring it to your attention. I didn't want them to do anything without at least having discussed it with you all, and to just kind of get your feedback on what you were maybe thinking about that.
Thanks a lot, Bill. So I won't say anything. I'll let the commissioner speak before I do. Pete,
Would both be available?
We didn't really get that far, but certainly, yeah, I think why not? I'd have to check into what he was really thinking. He's the IT person, so I'm not quite sure what he had in line, but I would think, why not do both? That would be my opinion for what that's.
Right, right. That would be my opinion also.
Would this also include other towns?
good question.
It probably maybe Westport and Darien, but I mean primarily for Norwalk.
Oh, okay.
They are kind of included on the call-in line, so yeah, it'll probably be those two, but not anything beyond that to my knowledge.
Oh, okay.
And he's really good about things. I mean, it would probably be pretty, you know, be some pizzazz to it. I mean, something nice would have some nice graphics and things that I think would be educational, not just for the sake of pizzazz, but might be beneficial. But again, you know, it could be when we come to that point, we could roll something out to you and see what you all think about it, maybe for next year or something, and go for there. But again, I didn't want to okay anything without having run it by you all. I thought that would be important for you to know about it and get your opinions.
Thanks.
Would it be possible to sell the clamming permits through that?
I don't know. I don't see why not. We are currently working through the city right now on getting a new software that includes permits, mostly for building and such, but this is the same thing. I mean, there's the financial aspect to all of that. So I think that would be possible. Yes, I can't commit to it, but I think it would be possible. Absolutely. You still have to get the folks their tickets, though. I mean, I guess there could be a receipt, though, they could print out. So there's lots of ways around it. So once it's addressed, we could probably do a dry run and just see what everybody thinks.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. I know for hunting, I print mine out and then I just put it in a little case.
Right. And it could be, we could leave tickets down at Fisherman as well. If people still like to do things, you know, they have the routine and they may want to go in and call in and then go in and pay there. So there's still that revenue source too.
Bill, would it be possible to ask him if a mass text capability is available through Norwalk's IT?
Sure.
And I know probably all of us are signed up for mass text from one thing or another, from supermarkets to weather alerts and that sort of thing. I think that would be really useful. As a,
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like closures, like so people know right away, that type of thing. I'm sure that that would be manageable. You know, I don't want to speak for him, but he's a whiz. I'm sure he could pull it off without much difficulty.
Yeah. And any future comms about 2026, I think we should emphasize the flag system. I mean, our constables are diligent about posting the red and white flags, and you know, they're the ones that are going to enforce this, and they know if they've put up a red flag, that's for sure. So yeah, it's food for thought for next year, I think.
So if it's okay with you, I'll let him know he can kind of run with it for a little while, just in terms of some thought process, what he wants to do, how he might do it, and then maybe later this year we could present something, you know, that he could come up with, and you could take a look at it, and you know, we could go from there. So I'll let him know to start at least working on it. He's pretty anxious to do it, so I'm sure he'll jump at it pretty quick.
Oh, that's cool. And Bill, would you please reiterate aquaculture's commentary?
Oh, of course, sure. Oh, in terms of what they said, they were on board with it. So we just have to tie them in, but they thought it would be a great idea as well. So it's just a matter of, you know, dotting I's and crossing T's in terms of getting them involved and how, you know, now they're the ones who call out the closures and that sort of thing. So, but it's all, I'm sure it's manageable. It's just a matter of the logistics around it.
Got it. No, thanks for your diligence on all this, Bill. Really helpful. Thanks for bringing it to the commission.
Sure. I think it would be a good thing. I think it would be just, it's, you know, time for an upgrade of sorts. But I do think keeping the call in line is important as well.
Yep. So that ends new business and brings us to the end of our agenda. We won't be together again until August unless you attend a harbor. So any comments, questions, anything we need to discuss before we adjourn?
Not here.
All right. Well, hearing none, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, Pete Johnson.
Thank you, Pete. And a second.
Second motion.
Thank you, Nick. And all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks so much.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep, you all too. Take care. Have a good weekend.
Bye, gentlemen. Enjoy yourselves. Take care.
Take care.
Good night, everyone.